So the previous video we talked about groundlessness, so not having any grounds. Now another question is posted on Piazza is, what do I do when two grounds are defined? So hopefully the two grounds are using the same symbol. So if it's different symbols, usually these two grounds are different. But for 285, we're only gonna use one ground in the circuit, but it could have two nodes. So here's an example. I'm gonna ground this VT node here. And this is a different node from the ground that we originally showed. So the ground node here is this huge node that we actually painted green originally. And I'm gonna repaint it because it's fading. In class, I showed this in another video. So now, and this is the same node, so ground is green. So what happens when I draw this other ground? This means it's connected, so this is all one node. The reason people do that, designers or circuit designers will do this, be it in Circuit Lab, be it in PSpice, be it when you're drawing an exam, is that it's very, very hard to draw. Well, in this case, it's a little bit easier. So instead of doing this, I could have just made it connect to that one. So this means that this green node, this huge green node here, is connected to ground also. So then, for example, I know what VR1 is, and I could ask, what is VR? And a lot of people are, asking themselves, oh, what's V6, V8, V7? But if I now ask VR, actually, anytime if I had asked VR, I only need to know to ground, so it's really minus V15. Of course, V15 depends on VA and VC. So if I also ask you what is VR in relationship to R1 or VR1 in this way, so for example, what is VR1? It's a reasonable question to ask. This is now the two grounds. So let me first answer this question 2, then they are all connected. So they are all one node. And then a second question for Q2 is, what is VR1? And these VR1 and V15 are in parallel because they share two nodes. So this ground and VR are the two nodes that both of them are in parallel with, or R1 is in parallel with V15. So VR1 equals V15. And then you'd have to say what VA is and what VC is, and multiply by 4, subtract the 2, multiply by 4. I hope this answers the question. I could also put ground here. I'm not interested in putting ground anywhere else because then I'm shorting power supplies. So usually I would put ground here, VU and VT, and this works fine. If I put ground in VU here, oopsie, and I'm gonna say that this is the same ground as the other one. Let me make this ground here. I'm gonna ask, what is VR2? I'm going to call this R2. And then what is VR2? And if you can figure this out on your own, do stop the video and write what VR2 is. And I'm going to say VR2 is 7 volts. So if you don't have this, answer, or if you don't understand it, please post this question.